Chapter 7 Temperature and its Measurement. Notes and Summary from Grade 6, Subject Science, Book Curiosity. Introduction. Key idea. Temperature tells us how hot or cold something is. Accurate measurements are very important because a wrong measurement can lead to wrong conclusions. Illustrative example. In the story, Lambok feels feverish, but when his sister Fiban measures his body temperature using a thermometer, it turns out to be normal. This shows that simply touching someone may not give an exact idea of their body temperature. Why it matters? Relying on our sense of touch isn't enough. We need devices like thermometers for precise measurements, whether it is for a person's health or for experiments. 7.1 Hot or cold. Exploring our sense of touch. An activity is suggested where students dip one hand in warm water and the other in ice cold water. Then they compare how each hand feels when suddenly placed in water of room temperature. Learning outcome. The same water can feel cool to one hand and warm to the other, indicating that our sense of touch can be subjective. Conclusion. We cannot always trust our fingers alone to tell us how hot or cold something is. Precise measurement with tools is necessary. 7.2 Temperature. Definition. Temperature is a numerical measure of how hot or cold a body is. It helps in comparing one body's heat with another. Measuring temperature. Devices such as thermometers are used for this purpose. Temperature scales. Celsius, degree Celsius, commonly used in daily life and science. Fahrenheit, also seen in some countries, notably for body temperature. Example 98.6 degree Fahrenheit is the normal human temperature. Kelvin K, the SI unit for scientific measurements. Conversion tip. To convert Celsius to Kelvin, simply add 273.15. Factors affecting body temperature, age, time of day, and physical activity can all cause slight variations in a person's temperature. 7.3 Measuring temperature. This section explains different types of thermometers and how to use them correctly. 7.3.1 Clinical Thermometer. Purpose. Used to measure human body temperature. Types and features. Digital thermometers give readings on a digital display, are battery operated and easier to read. Earlier versions used mercury but are now replaced because mercury is toxic. Steps for using a clinical thermometer. First, clean. Wash the tip with soap and water. Second, reset. Make sure to press the reset button if available. Third, placement. Place it under the tongue or in the armpit for small children and old people. Note that auxiliary readings are generally 0.5 to 1 degree Celsius lower. Fourth, wait for the signal, listen for a beep or look for a light, which means the reading is ready. Fifth, record, read and note down the temperature. Sixth, clean again, wash and dry the tip before storing. Normal temperature, a healthy body usually reads around 37 degrees Celsius or 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. Next, 7.3.2 Laboratory Thermometer. Purpose. Used in laboratories for substances where the range is much broader than that for a human body. Description. Structure. A long uniform glass tube with a bulb at one end. The bulb contains a liquid, alcohol with color, or mercury, whose level changes with temperature. Scale. Marked along the tube, typically showing Celsius readings. The smallest division, for example, 1 degree Celsius, determines the precision of measurement. How to use. First, immersion. Ensure the bulb is fully immersed in the liquid sample without touching the sides or bottom of the container. Second, positioning. Hold the thermometer vertically. Third, eye level reading. Read the temperature at eye level for an accurate measurement. Fourth, observation. Note that if you remove the thermometer from the sample, the reading may quickly change. Range. Often, a laboratory thermometer measures temperatures from about -10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. Always check the markings on the specific thermometer you are using. 7.3.3 Air temperature. Application. Air temperature is measured in our surroundings like in classrooms and weather stations. Types. Thermometers mounted on walls or outdoors give an idea of the room or ambient temperature. Weather reports also mention the maximum and minimum temperatures for a day. Importance. Air temperature data is essential for weather forecasting. Even the day's hottest and lowest temperatures are measured to observe weather patterns. Know a scientist, Anna Mani, 1918 to 2001. Who was she? Anna Mani was an accomplished Indian scientist known as the Weather Woman of India. Her contributions invented and built several weather measurement instruments, enabled India to become less dependent on imported technology for weather predictions, explored the use of wind and solar energy, contributing to advancements in renewable energy. Significance. Her work has been inspiring and continues to influence the field of meteorology and sustainable energy practices in India. Summary key points. Temperature, a measure that tells us how hot or cold something is. Thermometers, clinical thermometer used for measuring body temperature. Normal reading is about 37 degrees Celsius or 98.6 degree Fahrenheit for a healthy adult. Laboratory thermometer used for measuring temperatures of substances features a liquid column in a glass tube and a marked scale. Air thermometer measures the temperature of the surrounding air, commonly used in weather monitoring. Temperature scales Celsius, Fahrenheit, and Kelvin. Kelvin is the SI unit. Conversion from Celsius to Kelvin is done by adding 273.15. Practical tips. Always clean the thermometer before and after use. Follow the correct procedures, example, proper immersion and reading at eye level with laboratory thermometers. Remember that our sense of touch is not reliable enough to determine exact temperature differences. So friends, we have completed notes and summary of chapter 7, temperature and its measurement. We will do keywords definition and learning further question answers in a separate video. We have already studied the question answers of this chapter. You can find the link in the description and on the screen. If you like the video, kindly like it and share it with your friends. Also subscribe to my channel. We will meet in the next video. Thank you for watching.